Good morning, welcome back everybody to another episode. Today is the 2019 Wisconsin gun opener here, guys. It's about 5:16, of course. I'm running behind. That's usually me in the mornings anyway, with hunting in general. But yeah, it's the 2019 Wisconsin gun opener, guys. I'm just going to finish getting packed up, ready here. Should be a good morning. It's actually going to be about like 41 as a high today, super sunny, so a really nice day. Gonna pack in, some food here and just try to sit the majority of the day, if not all day. So hopefully we can connect with something early in the morning. Don't know what, I don't know if I'm just gonna wait for a buck yet, or if a decent sized doe steps out. It's gonna be tempting, but we'll see what happens, guys. So I'm gonna finish getting ready and we'll see you guys at the stand. Good morning, everybody. Like I said, 2019 Wisconsin gun opener here, and we're out on top of the bluff, that spot that I've had some good encounters with some bucks, yeah, we've got like a southwest wind today, which is a pretty good wind for the stand. I did have a doe come through before shooting light. I could barely make her out. I don't know, maybe 10 yards away, 5-10 yards away, and she ended up winding me and then going over there and snort wheezing, which kind of sucked. But the only reason that she came through where she did is because I'm assuming, I think so, because I seen a light over there. I'm assuming the neighbor came through, and I bet you $100 that she was betting on that point over there. There's a point on the ridge right over there, and I bet you she was betting on that. And she seen that and she got kicked this way, or she was down on the bean field and got kicked up this way. Regardless, she came through, kicked back that way, kind of went down in the valley. Other than that, I haven't seen any action. Lots of shooting right away when it was like decent enough to shoot. Lots of shooting. It's kind of settled down, but there's still some banging. So I'm gonna shut up, stop talking. Hopefully we see some action. I'm gonna try to sit the majority of the day, if not all day, and we'll see what happens here, guys. It's a beautiful day out. It's gonna be like 41, 42 degrees, sunny, so it's gonna be warmer, plenty warm for the heater bodysuit, and it's sunny out, so you can't ask for much more than that. So I'm just gonna hunker down here and and wait. So stay tuned. There's a buck about, 80 yards out. I can't see his rack yet, but from what I've seen, it looks all right. Alright guys, so just had that small buck come through, and I was literally just saying to myself, kind of contemplating shooting him, and then I was like, you know what, I still got, a decent amount of venison in the freezer yet. I'd rather just shoot a big doe. And I'm looking at that buck through my scope, and I'm thinking, man, that's, he's probably going to be a decent buck next year. He looks like he's, he had a nice rack on him or whatever, coming in good. And all of a sudden, I just got the crap scared out of me. The neighbor must be over there, and he just shot, so I'm assuming he shot that buck. And the reason I say that is that buck walked out in front of me, and he walked this like third of the ridge where kind of that doe went this morning. And I think he was trying to find that doe, and he went walking right down the ridge there. And then I heard a bang, and so I'm assuming that the neighbor just shot that buck. But dang it, I was contemplating on it. I guess I should have just shot him, but I was just saying to myself, I was like, I'd rather take a big doe. He'll probably be a nice buck next year, but that's the way she goes, guys. It's looking deer though, so congrats to if whoever sees this video, congrats to that buck you just shot, man. But I'm just gonna stay hunkered down, even though that shot was close, because he came from my left over here, and there's no saying that another buck isn't gonna cruise through that area, or more deer coming from over there. There's no way he could smell me with the way the wind is right now. So I'm just gonna hunker back down and see what happens. So stay tuned. Alright, welcome back everybody. So that pretty much wrapped up that hunt there, guys. I had two does come through that evening. They blasted through the area so quick I couldn't even get the camera on them. But we did have some good action that day. We saw that one smaller buck. And then I had that fork come through. Actually, even before that smaller buck, had a nice had a doe come in that morning. But I bet the camera, it wasn't bright enough to get that doe on film. It was so dark in the woods I could barely make out the outline of her, but I heard her come in, came right pretty much underneath the stand or whatever, and then she took off. And then that smaller buck, and then we had the fork kind of come through, and then two does blasted through, like I said, but I couldn't get the camera on them. They came through so quick. It was still a pretty eventful day. Like I said, I sat all day long hoping that a nice big buck would come through. I kind of pressured that stand quite a bit this year. That's usually where I sit for gun season anyway, so I bow hunted it pretty hard. Give other areas on the property enough chances during the year. I pretty much hunted that bluff only. My Uncle Jody ended up shooting a nice one back behind the barn. I had a trail camera up over there, and I did have the buck that he shot on trail camera back there. And like I said, I hadn't pressured anywhere else on that property all year, so I had a feeling that somebody, whoever sat back behind the barn, was going to get a shot at a nice one there. And my Uncle Jody ended up getting one, so congrats to him on that. That was a nice looking buck. That pretty much concludes the weekend. I went out today with my brother, guys, for the evening hunt. I did sleep in this morning, but I went out for the evening hunt, guys. We sat in a spot that hadn't been pressured all year, thinking that we might see a doe. My brother was looking for some meat in the freezer. Unfortunately, we didn't see anything. We did leave the stand a little bit early to kind of go check the fields and see what was on there, and there's definitely does out on the field. So for me personally, and this is a question I've been getting asked on Instagram, if you only had one part of the day to hunt, or you had to choose between the two during gun season, would you hunt the morning or the afternoon? It's kind of a tough one because I have some good bedding areas to hunt during the morning, but this time of the year with gun season, there's a lot of hunting pressure. A lot of pressure out there. The deer are really starting to hunker down. They're not chasing as many does, those big bucks. So for me personally, if I had to pick,
I'm probably gonna hunt those evenings. Like I said, there's a lot of hunting pressure, so it's really gonna hunker down those deer in the mornings. You might get a little movement in the mornings, but for the most part, they're gonna try to hunker down as quickly as they can and just pretty much lay down all day long until the evening. The evening, they'll get up, they'll go to those hot food sources, those freshly picked cornfields. Corn has been coming off of the fields really late this season, so if corn just gets chopped in your area, I would suggest, you know, hunting that food source. Like I said, if I had to pick between the two, I'm probably going to start hunting food sources in the evening. Save yourself some time, I guess. Get some other things done around the house if that's what you got to do, and go out for the last few hours and just watch a field. There's a good chance you'll have a crack at a nice doe at least, or, you know, a big mature buck coming after those does. Like I said, I hope you guys enjoyed today's episode. Drop me down a comment below if you guys had any success, how your hunt went. Would love to hear about it. We just crossed 4,000 subscribers, so thank you guys for all the support. At 5,000 subs, we're doing a rod and reel giveaway with some tackles, so if you guys are interested in that giveaway, all you gotta do is subscribe to the channel. We're less than 1,000 away at this point, so I really appreciate all the support from you guys. Like I said, I hope you guys enjoyed today's episode. Give it a big thumbs up if you did, and we will see you guys on the next one.